I am looking.
Thank you.
Brian is our professional photographer, so just a reminder, if you'd like photos, we'll share them and he'll provide them. So Mum's now happily, and I'm not allowed to do that thing or I'll get horrible feedback. So I know exactly what I will do. Hello, welcome everybody to Mum's 90th birthday. So yes, it's a really momentous occasion. We thank you so much for all getting your way here. Such a huge effort from everybody. We're blown away. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so just a few housekeeping notes. We hope you're comfortable in this venue. It's very beautiful. Mum's choice was something within sight of the sea, so we think we ticked that box a little bit. She wanted a water view because she has a particular affinity with the sea. She grew up originally in Burleigh Heads at the beach, is right? Yep. And she's also lived in Adelaide near the water for the last bit of her journey around Australia, which we'll talk about later. Also in Perth, she was near the river in Perth too, so that's another thing. We hope you're all comfortable at your various lodgings, whether it be with us, with any family member, or here at the Oaks or elsewhere. So we hope, if you're not comfortable and happy, complain to Mark. I don't even know what Mark is. Complain to him if you're not comfortable. All right, housekeeping, toilets are just out there, up the corridor to your right, and Forest Gate, just go out that way to the beach and we won't get a fire on you, or at least it'll go out. And here is the most important part of the day, that's the bar. What we've done with the bar, we put money on the bar for the listed drinks, but also if you would like to get spirits, you are welcome to buy spirits at the bar at own expense. And here am I haven't turned my phone off, but please turn your phones off. I can't do that. I can't multitask while I'm talking. Okay, thank you. Also, the tea stand is here. If you want a coffee of any sort, you can order it over the bar, and it's barista made, which is awesome. So we have a light lunch ordered, which will be served here for you. I'm not sure where they're serving that. Bring it out to each table, I think. For you to help yourself, it's going to be fully labelled with food preferences like vegetarian, vegan, gluten-free, and pescatarian. And there goes another one. They are not cheap, those foods, anymore. We hope you find suitable food. Thank you. So here's the order of service. The tapas, dips, etc. are out on the tables. Lunch will be now, we'll just put back 15 minutes so that we can get all this out of the way. And then dessert with Gabby's masterful, beautiful cupcakes over there behind Graham. Graham's in the way again. Good on you. And that's going to be, and with dessert, it's going to be about 2:30, maybe a bit later. I would now like to ask Tess to be quiet and Mum to say a few words. Now, do you remember where you put your speech? We've got witnesses. We have 3 witnesses. Would you like me to hand you back? Do you need your glasses? No, see, Mum doesn't need glasses. She's had cataracts removed from both eyes and she's got better eyes than all of us. I said, can I have them done? They said, no, you haven't got cataracts. There you go. Okay, here we go. This is Mum.
It gives me great pleasure to welcome all you today. So many lovely people joining me in celebrating my 90th birthday. My 5 darling children are here with me, with their wives or husbands and families, and 7 grandchildren and 1 great-grandchild. My sister Kathy and her husband Stana, my sister-in-law Margaret and her husband Graham. So many interstate families travel by planes and cars to be here. I would particularly like to mention 2 travel groups in particular, the Patrick and the Isa flying in from Germany, and Laura and Atlas flying in from LA. That's amazing. They're probably okay from terrible bushfires in the United States. I'm so glad that Adelaide's weather will be kind for us. No rain, not too hot. I hope so. Dave, my husband, and I moved around owing to his work. So we lived in 5 states and also Wellington in New Zealand. And we have also made wonderful friends in each place. So it was always hard to move on. Mark and Teresa were born in Queensland, Christopher and Carmel in Perth, and Gabriel in Melbourne, Victoria. Lucky we stopped having children wherever we went because we lived in Sydney twice, Wellington, New Zealand, and Adelaide. We would have been Ali and Moira's families if we continued. Because they had like families. I'm not like David. He always started speeches with a practical joke. So it's a pity he's not around if you're getting it. I want to...
He's over there on the bar. Twice.
I want to thank the Catholic Women's League ladies with us today. I have been a part of CW World for many years, and both in Fennell and Brighton. One of my hobbies is reading, and I always have a book on the go. Fortunately, I have good eyesight, especially with cataracts removed. And gardening is always a great hobby too, but they're just failing short now. They're falling short, as is knitting and cross-stitch. Walking with shops is an effort these days, but I do have my trusty water. The Queensland State Orchestra used to practice in the hall above the library where I work in St. Brisbane. And so I grew up to love classical music, and I still do. Because of Dad's work, we had to do a certain amount of entertaining, which meant I had to be a reasonable cook. And also I had 7 mouths to feed. I had to be a reasonable cook, all in the past. In closing, I would like to thank you all for your efforts in coming to help me celebrate my birthday. I am truly honoured. Please enjoy the afternoon and each other's company.
Guess what? Now one, thank you, Mum. That was really beautiful. Really beautiful. She's had such an interesting life until now. And we want to see here 10 more years. It's the big 100. We expect you all back here and more. Now I would like to introduce Mum's 5 children. Mark, come on down. Come on down. Tess, come on down. Bring your wine. I've got mine over there. It's slowly getting drunk. Drink. Chris, come on down. Me. Maybe I'll go out that way. And one more. Where's Gabby? There we are. We're not in order, but whatever. Get in order. Mark first. Test. It's like one of those things you do at conferences. On there. Right, okay. All right. So, all of us have come from near and far, and so we're going to go in age order when Mark's Thank you. You're telling us about that?
This is going
So
on
what's
well.
going to happen now, each of us is speaking for 1 to 2 minutes. 1 or 2, that's all. Except for me. About our special moments and moments with Mum. Mark's going to kick us off.
Go.
Don't you touch the mic.
One time in Melbourne, when we lived in Melbourne, there was still steam trains, of all things. And we were walking along, had to go over the railway tracks to go shopping. And I think there was 3 or 4 brothers and sisters at that stage. And we had to go up over the railway footbridge to the other side. And Mum said, wait, and I always run ahead. Of course, next minute the steam train comes by. I got covered in soot. And smoke and heat and not fire, but I ran back down the stairs and Mum said, I told you so. Don't run ahead. So don't ever run ahead when Mummy says.
I don't remember all of it, but Mum's quiet courage. Dad moved a lot with his business. We went to Perth, we went to Melbourne, we went to Sydney, New Zealand, Wellington, New Zealand, back to Sydney and then Adelaide. And Mum, as the mother of the family, she packed up every household, sorted out, they never had any junk because they already had it sorted out in a couple of years, you know what I mean, threw everything out that they didn't need, but packed everything up and then in a new place she had to make new friends, new whatever, but she had to find out all about the local schools, enroll in things, new uniforms, because uniforms were never the same. So yeah, that was, Corpus were pretty fancy logistics.
I'm Chris, Claire's third child. It's a joy to celebrate Ma's 90th birthday today. Woo-hoo! Claire has always been tolerant despite societal, familial and temporal pressures. During her early years, World War II cast a shadow over her idyllic Gold Coast lifestyle. The war's impact must have been highlighted to her by the sinking of the hospital ship Centaur in 1943. Countless pictures from the ship washed ashore for the family to enjoy. Her father John served in war but avoided significant promotions due to his past service in another army in Ireland. After the war, the family settled in Brisbane instead of pursuing property ventures on the Gold Coast. No white shoes for them. Mum grew up in a Catholic family and worked at a library next to an orchestra. She still enjoys reading classical music and attending church. She met a partner, David, who was passionate about tennis, golf and fishing. She was adapted to relocating every few years with him, despite the challenges. This was especially tough when her father, visiting Perth, passed away, and she had to share the news with family in Brisbane. She was patient with us kids, despite our quirks. When we moved to Wellington, New Zealand, she probably knew the zoo was actually in Auckland, but let us search for Wellington Botanical Gardens anyway. Music was a thing in her life, sure, but possibly not, definitely